This review, I'm taking a look at the Ozeri 3-piece black ceramic chef knife set. I've never had ceramic knives before, so I did take some time and read through the little pamphlet that comes with it and learned a few things about chef's knives. It comes in this package. The little foam piece pops out, and then each knife has a plastic sheath over it like that. If you don't have a knife block, and there is an Ozeri knife block that you can get that specifically fits these knives, but if you don't have one, they suggest that you keep them stored in this package. Now, you get 3 different knives in this set. And you know what's really interesting? My husband bought me a big, nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-piece knife set several years ago, but I really only use 3 of them. And when I thought about the knives that I use, it's really similar to these and add on a bread knife. So I think that you could use these sizes to take care of just about all your needs. The little one is like a paring knife. The biggest one is closest to a chef's knife. It's not quite as long as a lot of chef's knife, but I believe you could do anything you needed with it. And then the medium just for some jobs in between. Now, one thing that the literature did say is that you have to be really careful, and I actually dropped one of these knives getting it out of the box, and you can see that there's a nick right there. So they are a little delicate. You do need to be careful with them. The instructions say that those nicks will happen, and it doesn't really impact the knives very much. When you go to get them sharpened, they'll fix that. But I was, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with ceramic knives. I was surprised that it happened that quickly. I really like the handles on these. They have little ridges where you can kind of get a grip with your thumb, and they're very soft. They're not squishy like silicone, but they're just very comfortable to hold. And I think, you know, a lot of times you're supposed to hold your knives like this, and I think that it would be comfortable that way as well. One thing I can't tell from these, I think these are a good starter set, and I can't tell from them, you know, there's a tang, and what the tang means is that the knife blade part goes all the way down through the handle, and then the handle is riveted. So without these black parts on there, this would still sort of look like a knife because it goes all the way down. I can't tell if these have a full tang. The paperwork doesn't say so, so I tend to doubt it, which would just make it mean that it probably ends somewhere around there, and you know, maybe not quite as strong. However, the instructions also say that you shouldn't use these in any kind of prying, or this says go back to your metal knives if you need to do any kind of heavy work like that. Another thing it said is don't use the side of the blade to smash anything. Most of us use the side of a blade to smash down on a garlic clove to peel it. You don't want to do that with these knives. I'm going to cut some things with the knives here and just kind of get an idea how they're used. So I'm going to pause this while I set that up, and I'll be right back. So here I'm back. I have some celery that I'm going to chop. I actually really hate celery. I bought this for a recipe, and now I have the rest of it and don't really know what to do with it, and celery's cheap, so I think I'll just use it for this purpose. Big knife seems to be plenty sharp. It's a little odd for me because this is the size knife I'm used to using. So if I seem a little awkward, it's because the blade that I normally use is quite a bit longer. But no problems here. Except that it smells like celery. Sorry, Celery Foundation of America. So that was the big knife. The smaller one you might use for something like this, where you were paring, I don't know why you would pare celery, but you could pretend this is an apple or a potato or something else. It seems to work really well. No issues there. So I think these knives are pretty good. Good starter set. It's not the kind of set that you would give somebody on your 20th anniversary, but it is a nice set for somebody that's just starting out or somebody who doesn't cook a lot and they just need some sharp knives, but maybe not the knives that they'll grow old with. So that's my review, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.